trying this a little bit different this time. Figure out how to find this on my computer rather than let's see. Where do I find it? Let's see. Okay, there's that. Bear with me, folks. There's the chat. What's up, Patricia Angel? Sorry, I'm trying this a little bit differently today. I'm watching it on my laptop rather than my old phone. So, top of my head is cut off. Perhaps I should fix that. It's always a learning curve, right? Good morning, Robin King. Good morning, Abigail Thompson from England. Carl Colmer, hello. Sarah Ambergray, something. What's up? I got a bunch of stuff in the mail today, so I'm gonna check them out. Morning from Ohio, Kimberly, Iowa, excuse me. Hello, Stephanie Williams. All right, a birthday card here, I believe, from Michigan. The return address name is from A Fan. So, there's a card from A Fan. Enjoy the card. Hello from Oklahoma. Stubborn little booger there. Good morning, Sunrise 13. Anybody doing anything exciting today? Nobody's travels at gmail.com. That's funny. Put my Gmail address on there. Oh wow, I don't even think, I can't show this on the camera because it's a pair of tits. Let's see. Happy birthday, nobody. I hope you have a good one. Happy diving and donations. From Sherry, Choco, and Kono. It's a pair of tits. Probably gotta hide that one from the kid even. Oh, that's funny. Let's see, this one here is from Trina Boynton in Glasgow, Kentucky. Syracuse, New York. Well, it's not quite my birthday yet, but if I waited until next week, this video would be would take forever because there's been a lot of stuff. Wow. All right, a $25 gift card to Applebee's. Imagine that. Thank you. 4 p.m. In bed. Ready to go to sleep, 12:45 a.m. Let's see, you must be in Australia if it's 12:45 in the morning. Helped pull a calf out this morning. Holy crap. 4 o'clock where you're at, so that must mean, well, yeah, you must be in England if it's almost 4 o'clock. Yeah, okay. So you got a $25 Applebee's gift card. Whoa. Why did the chicken cross the road? It's got a little tee. That's funny. Oh, thank you, Bobby. It's not quite my birthday yet, but I'm getting stuff in the mail. Let's see. Hope you have a great birthday. He heard there was a party going on. Have fun on your birthday. Sending you and your family lots of love. Trina Boynton. I'm going to keep the play on this short so I don't get a copyright strike, which is what happened to my cooking video the other night. I had the TV on in the background and something picked up as a copyright strike, so they took the audio track off of it. Oh, that's hilarious. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll go to well use. Love from Romania. Do like us girls do, part week before and part after. Well, I only go every couple of days, and I did the other day. I got those 2 model cars in the mail, and I know I was expecting a couple of things tomorrow, and I hadn't been there since like Monday, so I figured because the post office isn't like it's only open until like noon tomorrow, and if I don't make it there by noon, I won't get any of the packages that are behind the behind the thing. So I figured I would get this. Is to Mr. Nobody. Doesn't have a name on it. Calf and cow lived, but they're going to bottle feed the calf just in case. This feels like Legos, if I had to guess. Something the kid will be here later today. That'll be something her and I can do. So. Alright, I am going to do a what's in the box video on the Ford Woody station wagon and start building that this weekend. That chicken was cuter than the ones in the dumpster, and I bet it smelled better. Yeah. Oh wow. Fuses. Thank you for that. These will fit the Dodge. They're too big for the Jeep, but they will fit the Dodge. The Jeep's got micros. But I got an old Dodge that these will fit. I don't know if we're going to the beach or not, Kimberly. She didn't want to. So we'll see. We shall see. Thank you for the fuses. Somebody paid attention and noticed that they were 25 amps that we were using nonetheless. If that was you that sent that to me, please comment below so I can personally thank you. Some of these boxes that come in, they don't have it doesn't say who they came from. So it's illegal to metal detect at the beach here because of Civil War relics. You can't, like, you can only metal detect on private property here. You can't metal detect on public property because of the fact that the Civil War was fought here, and you find Civil War stuff. Like I used to live up the road in a town called Somerville when I first moved here, and I was digging up a spot to plant tomatoes, and I found Civil War relics in my yard. And come to find out, at one point, the particular area, because we were right on the river there, that particular area at one point housed a Civil War prison camp on the river for POWs. And I dug up some relics out of the yard there, but that was a private piece of land. You can't go digging around here. So this is from Zazzle Service, or North Carolina. And again, I apologize for not knowing who some of these packages are from. They have no return address. Please comment below so I can personally thank you when you see this. Shoot me an email, I'll send you a postcard. You know, let's see, 2 from, okay. This is heavy. I have an idea. I had an earthquake last night. I was jealous watching your beach video on Wednesday. Looked nice. We're having a snow and ice storm that day. I've got all my doors and windows open, fans on. 3.6 isn't that big of an earthquake. That's barely even an earthquake. It's interesting packaging. We'll get there eventually. Well, I think I have a feeling, I have a pretty good idea of who this is from, but if it's not, I got a message from, in the comments, from Aubrey Williamson. She was having something made for me. This is great. It says, "My superpower is dumpster diving. What is yours?" That's awesome. My brother and I actually used to collect these things once upon a time. But I've moved further south, Ontario. Now, 3.6, she's just fine. And I say that because I come from an area that has earthquakes, and until you get up into the below 5 range, everything is good. My superpower is dumpster diving. What is yours? That's funny. Wildfires in Oklahoma. Jesus. No, I mean 3.6 will shake your shit. Don't get me wrong. It'll knock stuff off your shelf. It can damage your house if it shakes just right. But generally speaking, it just shakes you up. People aren't dying. I'm drinking some dumpster water, pineapple infused. Well, if you've never been through an earthquake, I can understand. Anyway, I forgot. Sorry. Thank you. This is awesome. I used to have an extensive collection of these things, but I've moved so many times. That'll be the only one I've got. I'll start a new collection. Yeah, actually, we got a big one here. Classic cuisine. Now, I went through an earthquake when I was, well, we had a 7.3. I was probably right around little nobody's age. I was playing Little League Baseball right about this time of the year as well. And we had a 7.3 earthquake while I was playing Little League. And you could look out and you could see the ground rolling. It was literally like you could see it rolling like it was waves at the beach. And then it was the craziest shit. All of a sudden, it was just like every worm in the grass started coming up. All these night crawlers started coming up out of the baseball field. It was a trip. Hey. Oh, what do we got? See a frying pan. Somebody must not like my frying pans. Congratulations for purchasing this classic cuisine product. It was made with high quality materials with proper care, will last for many years. Oven proof up to 350 degrees, heat resistant handle, induction cooktop compatible. Huh. I will have to make room. 45 minutes, there was a big boom first. Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to discount the earthquake. I'm glad everybody's okay. This is neat. Thank you to whomever sent me a frying pan. That's weird. But that must be the induction stuff on the bottom. I've never used a induction. And thank you. I got, there's a guy who works at the hair place who has the same name that I do, who cuts my hair. I had a conversation with him the other day. He's trying to get a job cutting hair at the military base here because he wants to find a husband. He's quite a unique individual. Thank you, Joy. Still got 8 days. My birthday's next Saturday. I just happen to be getting stuff in the mail. Nope, we're not going diving tonight. The kid will be here, and I don't take the kid with me anymore due to a handful of conversations that I've had with her mother. Yeah, we don't take her with us anymore, unfortunately. I don't know. Yeah, wife hasn't been feeling it lately, and I don't particularly always go out on my own. You've seen a couple of them in the last little while that I did go out on my own. I gotta keep remembering the camera's up here and not watching the chat. Her mother essentially called me a garbage picking piece of shit. To which I'm not entirely thrilled about that. In and amongst a bunch of, I don't know, her and I, we have our moments. I try to be as friendly. Yeah, well, her mother's going to be 40 this year. She's going to see who was it that she was going to see in concert? Yeah, Def Leppard for her birthday. Oh yes, she's an absolutely lovely person. I couldn't have imagined anybody else I'd rather have a baby with. I know she likes going, but I'll give it a couple of more years. Once the kid she's almost at that age where her opinion matters to people. And I'm sure that things will change. I hope that things will change. Yeah, I don't know. The thing that gets me is that they got a job that consists of... You call me a garbage picking piece of shit, right? They haul around garbage from apartment complexes. They get paid to go and empty the trash at the... I mean, like, it... Perhaps because I'm not doing it in a $60,000 truck that, whatever the car payment is on a $60,000 truck. Because, we drive around things that are paid for. I'd rather have that money in the bank than give it to the bank. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, the kid doesn't go anymore. Sucks. Oh, Jesus. I guess. Too funny. I try to be funny. Sometimes. I've been told I need to go do stand-up. Yeah, you got no idea, Queen Dandelion. No idea. But the important part is I make an effort to be as absolutely involved in the kid's life as I possibly can within the parameters of what the law has allotted me, because I get about 98%. I get about 98% of what the paperwork gives me. Hello from Oklahoma. And I try not to argue because it's, we'll pick her up a little bit early and then she'll pick her up a little bit earlier, and it makes my life easier to not have to argue with it. I already got a wife to keep happy. I don't need to keep her happy too. Well, CYN 67. I have a feeling that somewhere down the line, that's probably going to end up being the same case. Because I already get told every time the kid's here that, like, she'd rather live. I live in an extremely nice neighborhood in relation to where they're at. And the kid tells me every time she's here she wants to live here, but the witch probably can't stand the fact that you donate most of it to shelters. Well, what gets me is that these are her favorite thing in the world. And I'm going to give her these Swedish fish on Sunday when she comes to pick up my kid, and she'll eat them, yet give me shit. I don't know. Dude, there's no... Yeah, South Carolina, there isn't even paperwork that I can file because I'm the father. There is no father's rights whatsoever in this state. She's 11, Stephanie. But now, literally, I've tried to go down to the courthouse and file paperwork, and the lady behind the counter is like, file paperwork. There's no paperwork for you to file. There are no. You cannot petition for a father to have custody in this state. The channel that you got to go through. No, there's no father's rights in the state. The only way would be to go through Child Protective Services and have the child taken away and replaced. And I'm not doing that to my kid. I'm not doing that. Nope. Nope. Yeah, no, there's nothing in court that you got to get a third party involved, and I'm not. I don't wish that on anybody. But there's nothing to file to tell the court. There's no paperwork that I could file to tell the court. Is the thing. She can be old enough all she wants, but there's nothing for me to file to get a hearing. Like, no. You go down there and the lady behind the counter just laughs. Like, no, there's nothing. Nothing I could do. Granted, if she wanted to raise the child support, she could file for that. I don't know. I mean, it's what happened with my brother when he was, I don't know, like 14 or something, when he finally decided that he wanted to come and live with us because he was tired of living with his mother. What's up, Jewish redneck prepper? I don't remember if I thanked you for the card. Nothing happened. Is this the thing you made for me, Audrey? Or is that somebody else? It's unfortunate, South Carolina. Yeah, we got no. Nope. Okay, well then somebody else had this made for me. Thank you. Yeah, she have to be to sue for emancipated minor status. Fuck if I know. I don't even know how we ended up going down this road. Thank you, Mary. Awesome. I just knew that you'd said that you'd had something made, and somebody blatantly had this made. Because it says, my superpower is dumpster diving. What's yours? I may or may not make it back to the post office tomorrow. No shortage of spiders in my house lately. Every time I feel like a hair on my leg move, I think I got a spider on me. I start carrying Benadryl in my pocket. And I ended up back in the ER. That was all said and done, that was like $1,600 because we didn't have Benadryl in the Jeep. Okay. I'll try to make it back to the post office tomorrow. I can't promise I'll get there before they close, though. And if it doesn't fit in my little box, I got to get it from behind the counter. Well, what is the current temperature? I don't know. I've got the doors and windows open and a fan blowing in the back, and the temperature inside of my house is 67. I could care less if she's watching. She can't take anything else away from me. There's literally nothing else that she could take. Because I've already got the absolute bare minimum that they allow in this state. That, like, that's all that they're required to give you, and if she's watching, can't take anything else from me. Snowed. Nope. However, if it was snowing, I'd probably go out and fix the go-kart that the fireman broke. But I actually got some pieces and parts for it. The suspension. No, we are not having any children. My wife is almost 45. We're not going down that road. So this piece connects to the bottom of the steering shaft. This piece connects to the tie rod. and it broke. Like it's just sort of presses in there, right? Well, when the fireman was riding it, it just kind of came apart. What you seeing, kitty? Kitty sees something. So I bought replacement parts. We had snow, then rain, and earthquake. uh, sounds like one of those really bad John Cusack Into the World movies. And so this piece goes in place of this one, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get the ball. Do your homework on it. You just got to put a nut through it, and it's anyway. Yeah, she's in Canada. Yeah, see, it's exactly the opposite with my wife. My wife wants everything in the world to do. You know what I mean? She's a school teacher, and the kid is struggling in school. Like, we could do a lot in context. That it's a fucking piece of shit is what's going on with the Jeep's fuses. Get out, change the tranny seals on the Ford. Too cold yet. Hey, Bobby Massard, if you're driving a Ford and you are a car individual, look up Zip Ties and Bias Plies. He's a Canadian guy who is into old Fords. If you think that I've got a potty mouth, the shit that comes out of that guy's mouth, holy moly. That guy, yeah, that guy makes me sound like Mr. Rogers. Avalanche is overheating. Well, it's because you bought a Chevy. Maybe just me. You're sitting on the couch. The couch cushions look like your butt crack. Oh, that's awesome. Good times. It just happens to be where I can set my camera up and sit. Nah, should have bought a Dodge or a fucking minty old Ford. My old turd sandwich of a Dodge hasn't had the your scrapping truck. You'd like Zip Ties and Bias Plies, man. Yeah. That guy is fucking hilarious. I just found his channel when he had like 1,400 subscribers, and in the course of like the last 6 months, I want to say the guy's got like 90,000 subscribers now. Well, sucks to be you. Thanks, Jerry. I drove a tow truck for like 10 years in Phoenix. In that 10 years time, I want to say 70% of what went on the back of my tow truck were General Motors products that had less than 50,000 miles on them, broken. Like, always something. The fuel pump or a fuel injector or the air conditioning compressor blows up. I mean, something. It backfire through the intake, and the plastic intake manifold on the motor blows up underneath the hood and catches on fire when it's got like 9,000 miles on it. Like, all. Yeah. And as far as Mazdas, Bobby, that's actually a Ford anymore. Unless you got a Mazda 6 or a Miata. All the rest of the Mazdas are just rewrapped Fords. Used to live in Hahuka City, Arizona. I'd never even heard of that, and I lived in Arizona for 10 years. Brand new Bonneville at one time. They got rid of it, had to change everything. Yeah. Yeah, Nissan. Old reliable. Chevy Impala on the back of the tow truck because it needs an alternator. The damn side post batteries that are impossible to jumpstart. Nah, I drove Nissans for a lot of years. In and amongst towing, I would also do what they called light service. We had a little D21 Nissan hardbody truck. I wanted a day off, so I thought I would try to break that thing. I took that truck out, man, and I held my foot to the floor and just dumped the clutch over and over and over and over and over, trying to break that truck because I wanted a day off. And it wouldn't break. it would not break. Jeep Wrangler. Yeah, I've never heard of that town. When I was all over Arizona. Sorry about the noises. That's what happens when I stream from my phone. I should have turned the sound off. Grand Caravan. You know, they made those in a turbo in the 80s, right? You can look that up on YouTube. Turbo minivan smokes Camaro. Alright. Well, I do believe that's it for now, because I still got a whole bunch of stuff to do. I got toilets to clean and food to prep, particularly not in that order. See you later, Queen Dandelion. Be safe. 30 miles north of the Mexican border near Tucson. Yeah, that's one part of the state I didn't really explore. I was all over Phoenix, Prescott, Flagstaff, Yuma, and everything in between. I never really went that direction. I stayed at the Westin La Paloma in Tucson once. But now I got a cantaloupe I got to cut up. I got cucumbers I've got to cut. Trying to think what else I don't know. I got a meal prep. I got I got the whole family coming over tonight. The mom, the grandma, and then the kid will be here, and yeah, it's gonna be a big old ordeal. I'm gonna feed all 5 of us for like $7. No, I'm not gonna do a cooking video because it's just pre-made hamburger patties from that grocery store haul that I had the other day. That I'm gonna cook on the grill. I very well may actually light a fire and cook them on the fire in the backyard. Well, we generally eat about 5:30 on Fridays. I could always pull some extra hamburger patties out of the freezer. Anyway, thank you to everybody who sent me stuff. I'll be back because there's more stuff coming. I still got a week until my birthday, and I already filled up the front seat. Cheers. Wait for it. Wait for it. Fuckers.